Hey y'all, it's Katrina with Faith and Loops Crochet. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. I like to go over different things that happen in my crochet journey and different things that happen in the crochet world. So I think we all have pretty much figured out and found out that Joann's is going to close for the most part. There might be something that happens later on. They might, sell off this piece or that piece. But I went online and tried to get some items, and everything's out of stock. So I was wanting to get some of the Bernat frosting, and I can't find it anywhere but Joann's. So I'm hoping that my store still has some, because it is one that's closing. So if you know where I can get that somewhere else, let me know. I did try out the Mystical, and I enjoyed it. It didn't hurt my hands any. It is a little bit, I think, thinner to me than regular Bernat. So I did make a few things that I'll be going over in my Friday video with it, and I did enjoy using it. I do use an 8 hook with it. It's a little bit bigger than Sweet Snuggles, and I use a 7 with Sweet Snuggles. I have pretty tight tension, so that's what's always worked for me. I know a lot of people use a lot smaller, but I find that I can't. It hurts my hands because I'm having to tug and pull so hard because the hook's not big enough for me. So I do use a 7 with Sweet Snuggles, and I use an 8 with the Mystical. But I think today's make, I've seen a lot of people doing this free pattern on Instagram. And this pattern right here is by Travel Crochet AU on Instagram. She is actually in Australia, and she travels around Australia in a camper. If you haven't seen her videos, check them out. It's pretty neat. She's got a really neat accent to listen to. She's real easy to listen to. And she travels around Australia, and she does different markets. So she actually did a free pattern on Instagram. So we're going to go ahead and work that today. It looks like it's going to work up pretty quick. It's only like 8 rounds. No, I'm sorry. It's 9 rounds, and then you put a butt on it. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. See if I can. Haven't used this one before. So, oh, did you see how easy that was? I like that. I just stuck my finger in there and just pulled it right out. Not too much yarn barf. So Michael's is having a sale right now. If you didn't know, it's the buy one, get one half off. And they do have the Mystical there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe get some of the other colors. Because I did enjoy working with it. And I'm going to have to find some other stuff to work with. I have not tried the Elise yarn yet. I did let it set for a little bit because it did come vacuum sealed. So I did want to let it set for a while to see how long it took it to come to life, so to speak. And it did pretty good. I mean, it did fluff up some. I haven't quite decided what I want to make with it yet. I'm thinking I'm going to make a pig with it. I keep seeing pig in my head. It's not quite the color I normally do pigs, but I think I'm going to try to do a pig with it. So that might be something that you might see in my Friday video. So if you want to try this, and there's a knot. It came out real easy, but there's a knot in it. So I got to get the knot out. Isn't that the way? I just stick my finger in there and pull it in the center pull. No problem, but it's got a knot in it that I got to get out. You win some, you lose some. You think you're ahead of the game, and you end up behind. All right, so this is the pattern right here that I'm working on. It's really, really cute. And I think I'm actually going to maybe do this in a keychain style. I wanted to try it with the Bernat Mystical first, just to see, how well it, how big it comes out. And then I might do it in Posh, because it might be a perfect keychain. So it does start off with a magic ring of 8. So I have been sick for the past 2 weeks. I have my good days and I have my bad days. I wouldn't even say I have my good days and my bad days. I'd say I have my good hours and my bad hours. I'm doing okay today. I did go to the doctor. They did prescribe me some antibiotics, so I have to go pick up those later, and then hopefully that'll get me over the hump. With the medicine that I'm on, my immune system is like cut in half. So like my white cell count is real low. So I'm like trying not to be around a whole lot of people because I don't know if I can take another one. So I want to get through this because I got that crochet retreat coming up and I do not want to be sick and I want to be feeling good. I know I'm not contagious because nobody else in my house has gotten anything. So I think we're good there. So um, I haven't been really cautious or anything like that because I don't think I'm contagious. So that is a good thing. But I'm just not getting over it. I had to drink my coffee and my voice was starting to cut out. All right. So going back to the whole Joann's thing. So and you've probably seen, if you're interested, you've probably read or seen several different videos talking about that it's closing. So with it closing, I know that they said that the lady that I spoke with said that in the store, the manager, she said that they hadn't given out her like sales plan yet or anything like that. So I'm assuming that, you know, they'll probably run 20% off for a couple weeks, 30% off, and just keep going like that for a couple weeks at a time until, you know, the store's closed or pretty much cleared out. So I'm probably going to just stop in there on Mondays, go in there and see what they got, see what sales are running. That way I'm assuming that it's probably going to be Monday that they put stuff out because that's normally whenever my store seems to change. Sundays and Mondays is when they change sales. But with the new company buying them out, I have no clue. So that's pretty much all that I have going on right now. My daughter did try several of the patterns out of the crochet Jenna or Crochet by Jenna book. She really enjoyed them. She got 3 projects done, and I'm going to show them in my next video on Friday and show you all of them that she did because they are really good. Her quality is getting so good. She's 13 and she's been crocheting for a little bit, but her quality has definitely gotten up there to a really, really good place. She doesn't have a lot of holes in anything or I'm just super proud of her. She's doing great. So if you'd like to see that, go ahead and check out my video next week and or sorry, Friday, and I'll show them to you because I'm like super proud. I actually got done a lot more than what I thought I did whenever I got everything together. So I'm doing pretty good for the last week's crochet. So I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I haven't really been able to do a whole lot of anything else. So I do think that I did get a lot of crocheting done. So, and that's good. And I wasn't contagious, so that wasn't an issue. So I don't have to worry about the plushies being, you know, contaminated because I got to mark it in like 13 days. I do have a custom order for a, was it Melia's Inspired Crochet, a custom order for her elephant that I'm going to be doing and dropping off later on this week. I haven't started on it yet, but I haven't started on it because it's literally going to a newborn and I just did not want to take any chances. So I want to make sure that I'm good and healthy before I do it. Hopefully once this antibody gets in my system, I'll be good. I've seen quite a few people. There's been a lot of pattern tests go on here lately. I've been involved in quite a few of them. I know that Old Soul Factory, she just came out. She's coming out with a new version of Tice, the turtle. I think this one's Titus. And I'm anxious to try that one out. So I might have to break my no pattern rule. And then I did have the pleasure of testing one of Stacy Makes bunny pattern, which I think is awesome. That pattern turned out really, really cute. My husband had a fit over. So, you know, if my husband had a fit over, then it's probably pretty good. So, and then I got 2 pattern tests. And I'll be going over all these in Friday's video. I'm just telling you about them right now. But I did get to test 2. Well, I tested one of the patterns for GoingCrochetzy. And then I actually went and bought the other pattern. So the pattern that I tested was Dusty, and it was a dog pattern. It's a setting shelf pattern. And honestly, I don't typically fall in love with patterns. Like, I don't like fall in love with plushies. There's none of them that I've personally kept. I have one that I made to hang in my car, and that's it. So this guy has been sitting on my entertainment center since I made him. And he sits perfect. So I've been looking at this crocheted puppy, and I don't have him here. I'll have to go get him here in a minute. But I've been looking at him, and I honestly don't think he's going to market. I think he's going to stay with me. I don't think I'm going to sell him. And that's very odd for me because I haven't like done that, like have an emotional attachment to any of my plushies yet. I actually became emotionally attached to this one. And I'm going to go get him because I know that you want to see him. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta show you this thing because I don't think it's going to market. I don't think it's going into my inventory. I think I'm keeping it. I think it's mine. I don't think I'm going to sell him. Here he is. Isn't he cute? I fell in love with this guy. He's mine. I'm keeping him. He's not going to market, so I will make another one. And I did use the Mystical yarn on it, and he's super soft. This pattern is just released today, so I'm going to go ahead and put a link in below because I enjoy doing this so much. I think he's just so cute, and he sits perfect. Just perfect. You see how good he sits? And that's on my hands. Like, even something like flat, he just sits, oh, not very good. He just sits really well. Just sits so good. So I did this pattern, and I fell in love with this pattern. So you know me. I had to go ahead and buy her other pattern, which is a cat, right? So I bought Dusty, and I bought Georgie, the cat. Aren't they cute? Now, I did cheat a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Georgie's feet are the same pattern from the dog pattern. I liked his feet. I think they're really cute. You can see his feet. They're really, really cute. So I decided to keep the feet on this one because I like the way that the feet look. But here's George, and here's Dusty. And Dusty's staying with me. George is going to market. Or Georgie. Georgie's going to market. So her Ko-Fi is what she actually set up for. She's not on Etsy. She's on Ko-Fi. I had never used Ko-Fi. I don't have an account with them. So whenever I went to buy Georgie, I didn't know exactly how to do it. Like the processing or, put in your card or anything. But you can actually check in and check out as a guest and pay through your PayPal. So that's what I did whenever I bought that pattern. So it was pretty easy. So if you've been kind of leery about maybe buying off of Ko-Fi, it was really easy. I was kind of leery of it, but I paid through my PayPal, which is secure. So probably be looking at maybe some more patterns on there. I know that GoingCrochetzy, that's where her like crayon is, and Dusty and Georgie. So I might be looking at some more patterns, might even start an account with them. All right, so I done the 2 bobbles for the eyes. Now I'm done one for the arm, and I'm going to go ahead and count, see if I need to adjust the bobbles. I don't think I'm going to need to adjust them. I think they're going to line out where they're supposed to. And I am already on, this is row 5, finishing up row 5. This pattern is working up pretty quick. I mean, I've been talking a lot and it is going really quick. So after this round, I should have put them in before, but I always like to put the arms in first if I can. I just think if I put the arms in, it's a whole lot easier for me to picture the face and how it's going to look. So I normally wait. If a pattern tells me to put in the eyes before I put in the arms, I normally try to wait until I got the arms in, just because I don't know about you, but I gotta like see my plushie's personality through the eyes and where to place them, and I think it just helps me to place them. So I'm always mindful of where it tells me to put the eyes, or when to put the eyes, but I don't necessarily always do that exactly when they tell me, because I think the arms, once I got the arms in, I can kind of see its face a little bit better. So I think, don't know what size to go with. So this is a 12 and this is a 14. Definitely the 14. We'll go with 14. So pop the eyes in, give him his little personality. Make sure the bobbles are looking okay. So there's not a whole lot left on this pattern, really. I mean, I do the bottom and it's working out pretty quick. I might, at the end of this video, go ahead and do a keychain and see if it matches my 15-minute test for keychains. Because I honestly think it might meet the 15-minute test for keychains. All right, so now this one's just going around. Pop my stitch marker back in. Yeah, this is working up really quick, so I think it might meet that. So I'll probably do it in Posh too. So I love pattern testing. I get a great joy out of being able to just take a small part in somebody else's design and testing it for them. It's such an honor and a pleasure to do so. And thank you for all those that have chose me to test their patterns. I do enjoy it. And it's a gift to be able to do it. So thank you very much, all you creators out there. I know that market season's getting ready to start. Some people have already started. Some people are doing okay, and some people are. Everybody around me has been sick. So I know that Stacy had a market from Stacy Makes with Apple Tree, and she was talking about how everybody's sick, and she lives in a completely different state. So I'm like, I wonder if like everything or every state is having issues, because I know my state's having issues with being sick. I mean, they've even closed down school and stuff. So they reopened, but they did close it down for a couple of days because everybody was getting sick. So, and I know like my church family, like there's a lot of people out sick. I didn't go to church yesterday because I was afraid to catch something else that I couldn't get over. That's the last thing I need. So how about your area? Are you all getting sick where you're all at? Is there a whole bunch of people sick? Is this just something that's going around all the states, or is it just like the central United States area in Kentucky and Indiana and everything like that? Is that where it's at? I don't know. I know that this weather here has not helped. The kids were out of school like almost all last week because of snow. So hopefully that helped with the sickness. You know, the kids not spreading it around at school, but we shall see. I know that my daughter was very happy to go back to school. She was starting to get really bored at home. So she was super happy to go back to school today. So, which is nice. I love that my daughter loves to go to school. Like every now and again, I'm going to tell on myself right here. Every now and again, like my daughter never misses school. Every now and again, I'm like, you know, and this, call me a bad mom, but every now and again, you need a break. So I'll be like, hey, you want to take a break this week? Or today, not this week, but you want to take a break today? You know, you got a doctor's appointment, you just play hooky for the rest of the day. And she doesn't want to at all. She'd rather be at school. Okay, I'm giving you an opportunity to stay home and you don't want to take it. Well, now you can stay home, go shopping. She don't want it. Can't blame her. I mean, she's doing really good in school, so coming along. So I am actually on row 7 now. So I got 2 more rows and he's done. And then I add his booty. And that is it. So this pattern is working up really, really fast. It says to add the mouth detail, but I am going to wait until I finish up the plushie before I do that. Especially with it being my first one, not knowing exactly where I want to put it. My dog's went in. All right, he walked off. He's so impatient. He didn't give me time to open the door. I tell you what, he is 13 years old. And me and my family have noticed, and he's getting older. We know he is. He's turning white and everything like that. But the last, week, he's been, whiny. Like, you can't satisfy him. Like, he'll whine, so you make sure he's got food and water, and he does. And then he'll want to go out. You'll think that he'll want to go outside, so you'll try to let him outside, and he doesn't want to go outside, so you'll pick him up and put him on the couch. Well, he'll get back down, and then he'll just stare at you. I'm like, what do you want? You'll give him attention, and nothing's satisfying him. I'm thinking that we might actually take him to the vet if it doesn't, fix itself, because I don't know. He is getting old, so I don't know if maybe something's going on with him. So I'm going to grab some stuffing. Don't want stuffing in my coffee. So I'm stuffing pretty good. He's turning out really cute. I think I probably maybe could have adjusted the bobble over. Let's see, hold on. Sometimes when you put the stuffing in, you gotta be careful to do it just right. Well, I think actually bobbles are okay. All right, so now we are on the decrease round to finish her off. I'm going to go ahead and time lapse you real quick where I finish it up. All right, well, I've about finished her up. Just cut it off and tuck it in. He turned out really, really cute. So I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to work him up in Posh because I don't think it's going to take any time whatsoever. So I'm going to work it up in Posh and show you. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the little guy done in Posh. He did meet the 15-minute test. I literally got him done in 15 minutes and 25 seconds, but I did have to frog, and I also had to adjust the bobble stitch. I think I missed a stitch with the top round, so I did have to do a little bit of modification as far as where to put them because I didn't want to frog the whole thing out. So you kind of just go with it. So these are the 2 different sizes. So we got the Mystical and Bernat Mystical, and we have the Posh And this is Big Twist Posh. So that was our make today. I am almost done with my coffee. Not quite. I'm kind of babysitting it today. I'm sorry this might not have been as chatty and crochet informative as I normally am. But thank you so much for sticking with me. And if you would, please like and subscribe. And I will be putting out a video on Friday, so please watch it as well. Thank you so much, and God bless.